and welcome back to I Rate Guns. Today we're looking at a gun that I'm very familiar with because I used to own one of these, and that's the Webley and Scott 1000 series. Specifically, this is the 1012 Sporting, 12 just because it's 12 bore. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret about these. Webley and Scott, as far as I know, don't make any guns anymore. All their manufacturing is subcontracted out to other manufacturers. But that's not necessarily a bad thing when you consider this is made by Solly over in Italy to what is a fantastic standard, and you know, when you think it's got a 3-year warranty with it as well, you can't go far wrong. Well, let's get on the bench and we can take a closer look at some of the features. Okay, so here we are. Now this gun comes in a nice plastic case that you can use to transport it. In there is instructions and a set of 5 chokes. This particular one, as I've said, is the 12 bore 30-inch sporter, but it does come in both the 28-inch version, a game version and a 20 bore version, and any mixture of those, so that's good, nice bit of variety. It's a heavy gun. It comes in at about 7.5 pounds, but it balances pretty well. So that's about 1 inch in front of the hinge pin there, and that's balancing very nicely. So let's start at the back end. First thing, we've got a nice soft rubber butt pad. Moving into a grade 2 oil finish wood. The pad to wood fit is actually pretty good. Dimensionally, the stock on this reminds me very much of my Beretta 694. It's very chunky, it's got a fair size radius across the top of the comb, and it's got a really big palm swell. You know, so it reminds me very much of that new Beretta. It's laser checkered, but it gives off a nice finish, provides good gripping surface. The wood to metal fit is very good. The trigger is non-adjustable, as you know you'd have thought from a gun at this price point, which is, you know, from looking around, between 800 and £1,000 at the moment, depending on where you shop. So at the top here we've got the safety selector switch. It's non-automatic on this version. I believe it is automatic on the game version. Now, to swap over the barrel selected, what you have to do is apply the safety catch, move that over, and then take the safety catch off again. Which isn't brilliant if you want a quick swap over in the middle of the match, but not the end of the world. But on the whole, I'm not really happy with the safety switch. It doesn't seem to match the rest of the gun. It looks unfinished, and it's a bit sloppy, if I'm honest. Not as positive as you find on some other guns. The top lever is quite nice. It's engraved with a little clay there on this one. A bit more further down, it's got a nice nail part there to give a nice grip for when you're opening the barrels. This is a steel action gun with some laser engraving on it. For me, it doesn't really fit with the rest of the gun. You know, you've got some nice angles going on here, and this scroll work doesn't seem to fit in with that, but it's not offensive. It's fine, and the game version comes with a little game scene on there as well. It locks up using a single catch at the bottom there across the bottom of the monoblock, which is nice and solid and not going anywhere. The ejectors are nothing really special, but they do work very well. It has a Schnabel forend, and if we just take that off, you can see it's a one-piece iron, and it even looks like there's this part here is replaceable in the future if ever it became loose. I don't know, perhaps you could get an oversized one fitted, but that's good for the future. Now, this is a 3-inch chamber. The barrels are steel proofed and they're also superior proofed, making this a very versatile gun. Now, apart from shooting a lot of clays with this, it's spent lots of times in the pigeon hide, and I even used mine to down some geese with some big 3-inch steel loads. On the top here, the rib is a taper rib from 10mm down to 7mm. It's ventilated top and mid. That's on this Sporter. I believe it's a solid rib, and it might be thinner on the game. At the end here, we have a fibre optic sight in red, and the chokes are compatible with Beretta Mobile chokes. And in fact, when I had mine, I replaced it for some extended mobile chokes, just to make it look a bit more flash. So that's it. Let's get it down the range and see how it shoots. So for me, this gun fits perfectly in the lineup between your Turkish guns, your Yildits, your Koffs, your ATAs, and your entry-level Brownings, 525s, your Beretta Silver Pigeons. It's very versatile. It can do almost anything. Probably want to take it game shooting just because of the weight of the thing. But I think if you're in the market for an entry-level gun and you can spend that couple of £100 extra over the Turkish stuff, I think this is a much better value gun. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow the links in the description to all the social medias, and hope to see you next time.